What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode with Mom and Papa Joe. Happy holidays to all you guys and gals, and I hope you're having a great start to the holiday season. With that in mind, folks, on the menu today is a Cranberry Peach Cobbler or Peach Cranberry Cobbler, however you want to look at it. It's the holiday season. We don't often do desserts, but we're going to do one today. Let's get right into it. All right, so first thing we're going to do is to put together this cranberry sauce that we're going to add to our peaches. I'm using fresh cranberries today. Based on the time of the year, you're not going to be able to find these all the time. These freeze well, but you're also able to use the dry cranberries. I'm going to go with a cup of these. And if they're large, you're going to chop them, maybe cut them in half or even smaller based on how large they are. A cup that I've had chopped. To this, 3 tablespoons of orange juice, 3 tablespoons of water, and 3 tablespoons of white sugar. Just going to give this a good mix, and we want to put this on the stove to break these cranberries down. They're going to fall apart pretty much, and it might take you 10-15 minutes at a very low simmer. You're going to want to keep an eye on them. You don't want them to burn. Then next, in my baking dish, I've got 1 stick of unsalted butter. I'm just going to put this in the oven on very low so it melts while we get the rest of our ingredients together. So we're going to put together the batter for this cobbler. What I've got here is 2 cups of self-rising flour. Folks, what's going to be special and different about this cobbler is we're using Uncle Steve dessert shake as our primary source of the cobbler flavors. This thing is so awesome. Man, sprinkle it on buttered bread, you sprinkle it on popcorn, sprinkle it on ice cream, you name it. This dessert shake is awesome. So that's our primary source of flavor today, the dessert shake. I've got 3 cups of it right here, dessert shake, all in. It's got the cinnamon that we need. I'm going to come back with 3 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 3/4 cups of white sugar, and 2 cups of whole milk. And I can already smell that goodness. And we're just going to mix this into a very loose batter. Want to mix well, get out 99% of our lumps. For our peaches, we're going to be using Del Monte sliced peaches in 100% fruit juice. No sugars added, no sweeteners. I don't know that is a big deal. If you prefer sweetened peaches or any peaches of your choice will do. We're going to want to use 4 cans, 15 ounces, or 2 cans, 29 ounces. I love these peaches for the texture that they maintain when they're done cooking. We're going to drain them. We want to get out the majority of that juice. You're going to reserve the juice. All right, so once you're satisfied you've gotten out the majority of the juice, you'll go into the dish that you're going to be mixing in. Again, we want to reserve at least 1 cup of this juice, so don't toss it. This is great, man. You can freeze this juice, mix it in if you're into smoothies. They're awesome. So into our peaches, we're going to come with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. This is going to be our thickener. Maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. A nice shake. 1/2 tablespoon of the Uncle Steve dessert shake. And a good tablespoon of vanilla. Not tablespoon, teaspoon of vanilla. And lastly, 1 cup of that reserved peach juice. And we just want to mix well. Gently. We don't want to break up our peaches. Oh, this smells good. All right, so this has been about 10 minutes, folks, and we have really thickened up, and you can see that our cranberries are starting to fall apart. This is exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to call this good right here. All right, we're going to let this cool just a bit before we add it to our mixture. So now we're going to come back with our cooled down mixture. It doesn't have to be 100% cool, just not hot. You just want to incorporate. These cranberries are a nice balance to the sweet. All right, good to go. All right, let's put this together. So here's our baking dish with that 1 stick of melted butter. Into that is that batter we created. Just want to get that moved around a little bit. Now we're going to come in with our peaches, cranberries. And once again, we want to spread this around. And we want to bring some of that batter on top. And I think we're good to go. I like that. Last thing, we're going to crown this with some more Uncle Steve. Just a little shake on top. Our Traeger is outside preheating to 425. It's a little cold day out, but I still think this is going to take right around an hour. Let's head outside. All right, folks, the Timberline 850 is preheated to 425. Just going to keep it on this pan because it probably flows over just a little bit. We're going to be looking at an hour, give or take. 40 minutes, folks. Let's take a look. Haha, that's coming along nicely. I'm going to just do a little rotation. And we'll let it go. Maybe another, give or take, 20 minutes. All right, folks, we are at an hour, man. And even in this cold weather, this insulated 850, I got the job done. That is beautiful. We're going to get this inside and let it sit for about 10, 15 minutes before we dig in. Oh, yes, sir. All right, folks, we've given her a good 10, 15 minutes, man. And before I go any further, I got to tell you, I got the idea for this recipe from Chef Carl, Cooking with Chef Carl, YouTube channel, Karl. He's got an awesome peach cobbler recipe. And of course, like everything else I do, man, I try to make it my own. So thank you very much, Chef Carl. We garnish with some, these were actually dried cranberries that I rehydrated and just threw on there a couple of mint leaves trying to look cute and whatnot. Mama busted out her Christmas theme bowls. Oh, this is one of those peach cobblers that I absolutely love. Oh. I'm going to come in here with some bluebell, some French vanilla. And for GP, let's throw a mint leaf on there, man. So, folks, let's dig into this. Oh, I want to get a little bit of ice cream. Folks, Uncle Steve really does this. You get that ice cream to melt, and you get some of that crispy topping and that good tender peach. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Too easy. About an hour. I'm going to place this recipe in the description. And I also do it without the Uncle Steve in case you don't have that. We substitute that for our brown sugar. And I also do it for the oven in case you don't have a grill or you can't grill. I want to thank you guys and gals for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe as usual. We absolutely appreciate it. Like I said in the beginning, man, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be on the lookout for another video coming very soon. And as usual, Mom and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla.
Feliz Navidad. Happy Hanukkah.